Welcome to Weebs Top 10 Watch Club of the Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. Episode 3. Right off the bat, spoiler alert, I'm Scott.
I'm Jonah.
All right. So what'd you think of this episode?
Pretty good. I think I'm, just from this one, I think I'm starting to get favorite characters. So I think narrowing it down for me, I'm starting to get favorites.
That's good. I was kind of hoping we'd find one more character this one, but I wasn't too upset about it. But c'est la vie. Yeah, so the episode starts out. You got that big crystal last episode. So she's just working with this big old honker on her neck. And so she works even like till close today because she just keeps, well, honestly, she's just wanting the main owner lady. She just wants her to talk about how great she is for getting this big crystal. But she's like, you don't understand, with this crystal, like, work till close. And she's like, well, do you mind working till close? She's like, of course I'll work till close. And so she just keeps like getting herself into more and more work. And then she keeps like cleaning things with it. And then by the end, she's like ranting to her boss, talking about how great she is because of it. And then she shrinks. Because she used up all the magic power. And I liked how she was like to her boss, she was like, this is all your fault for making me do all that useless stuff with it. And then she's like, I'm sorry, but you're so cute.
My boss never tells me that.
I know. Rude boss.
No.
But yeah, I thought that was a fun scene. Or like fun group of scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how she's just treating her like a little kid regardless of the size. And she's like, oh, what can it do? Clean this drain. Clean this stove hub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great.
And she kind of knows what she's doing too. She's like, yeah, I could clean that. Or like she started talking about, well, could it clean that? And she's like, I'm not using it to clean that. And she's like, I should have known the scum on that is pretty tough. Like, I should have known that I wouldn't have been able to do it. She's like, of course it can do it. And I was like, this lady knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah. She knows how to run a business.
She does know how to run a business. And then from that, she was disappointed with not being able to brag about her crystal. So she called Jahy, Jahy, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Jahy.
I think it's like that. I think it's Jahy, because I think her like human name is like Dojima or something like that.
Yeah, but so she calls her underling, who's like thriving in the human world, and she just talks about how big her crystal is and how great it is, and her underling's like, oh yeah, it's so great, and then she was like, but she kept like putting too much on her, so but she, for her own pride, she had to just keep building it bigger and bigger. So she's like, yeah, I had to fight off a bird that was bigger than anyone in the demon realm. And she was really talking about like a crow that she lost to. And then she talked about how she had to kill a whole group of them, but really she was just trying to save one that fell from the crow's nest. And then she was like, oh, but this is when we found out that her underling was able to get a truck full of them.
Yeah.
For this month. And she's like, oh, so you have more than just your display case? And then she's like, yeah, I just liked how those look, so they're up for decoration. Which also makes me think, I think it's 100%, it has something to do with the crystals, that like why she has money in the human world.
Yeah, I would think so. I would hope so, unless she's just ungodly lucky.
Yeah, she's just killing the game.
Yeah.
But she's able to brag about it, even though by the end of it, she's like, I really didn't get shit.
I just got one ball.
She even starts crying. I like their interactions, but their interactions always make me feel pain.
Yeah.
It's like even when she gets wins, she doesn't fully get wins. But I can deal with that. I was afraid they were just gonna get her no wins. I know we talked about it last episode, but I was just so afraid they're gonna keep giving her like not a win after not a win.
Yeah, I like how her wins are just technically wins, but so like minuscule.
Yeah, exactly. But I like that she has the big crystal. I hope she like I said, I think they're not gonna have too much of like the adult time limit. I think if they do, it's gonna be like with the boss lady, so it's not like she ran out of time at an important time. It's just like she ran out of time because she was like just like goofing off. Which lead us into the final thing where she saw her in front of the shop as she was opening up. Yeah, which the pub is named Mao. Fun. This is a fun Japanese fact. So the pub is named like Mao, right? Mao pub, but that's also how you pronounce Demon Lord. But it's not spelled the same in Japanese. So I think, but I couldn't find, like I Googled it to make sure because my Japanese knowledge isn't like very vast. I don't think there is another word Mao like that means anything significant, especially in a pub setting. So I think that's supposed to be like a name. So it's like, you know, like Gina's pub or whatever. Like Mao's pub. But there's also a play off of Demon Lord. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, so her underling Dao or whatever, Jahy or whatever, she she sees her outside and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "I own the place." Which leads her to more trouble. Her boss comes out, and her boss, as always, surprisingly cool. Pretends that she, yeah, I mean, she like pretends she's an employee, but like just by word, she didn't even serve her anything.
Yeah,
she still had Jahy's server and stuff. So like, sure, Jahy owns the pub. And then Jahy, caught up in the moment, says that she'll pay for the bill. And at the end, it ends up being like $120 bill. Which it's painful even normally, but when they've made her financial situation as aware as we are, oh boy, that even hurt me.
Yeah.
Oh man. I was like, she gotta sell crystal or something, or figure out what that other bitch is doing for money.
Yeah, I just kind of liked how this whole episode Jahy was just getting flexed on by like two other people.
She was. Yeah, the name of the episode was The Great Jahy Can't Brag, and they lived up to the title.
Oh yeah. Got shut down pretty quick. Yeah, I do like how loyal like Doji or whatever her name is. I like how she's so willing just to pop off.
Right.
She's like, he didn't call you the great Jahy. Like, yeah, it's too Flash Hawk. I'll kill her.
Oh yeah, yeah. When she first came out, she was like, she's like, what'd she call her? Jaw.
What, like the boss?
Yeah, what'd she call her?
She calls her like He-chan, like the
He-chan. That's it. Yeah, she's like, who's this He-chan? And then immediately she was like, what'd she say?
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I think she's my favorite character.
The helper.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm a sucker for earnest characters, and she's very earnest.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I don't know why, but I think she's so loyal, but she's adorable too.
I know. You got any predictions for the future?
I think she'll probably come clean about all of it too.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make a bold one. It'll be later down the line. I don't think it's going to be like next episode, but I think later as she grows accustomed, I think she'll spill the bleak beans. Be like, yeah, I think I like working here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying that she let Jahy know that she's like poor as dirt.
Oh, I mean, probably that too.
Ooh, that's going to be... I don't even know how Jahy will handle that.
For the landlord.
Right? Oh, speaking of the landlord, Yeah, and in case you missed it, there was a after credit scene. Honestly, I like after credit scenes if you do them every time.
Yeah.
I just need to know. Like, I hate having to guess every episode. Like, is that more time than usual at the end? Because too, some after credit scenes are like 10 seconds. But they can be a big thing for the next episode, or they could be nothing, but I still want more content. And so at the end of this one, they had an after credit scene of like the Jahy being a space pirate, and the landlord coming to collect rent for her ship. Yeah. I can't even remember what she called her. She was like something about like the landlord of Crap Apartment or whatever.
Yeah, it was Crap Apartment. Yeah.
And that was pretty funny. And then her boss comes in at the end as the space police and stops the battle.
Yeah.
What you say?
I was gonna say it was actually probably one of my favorite parts of the episode.
Me too. And it was one of my favorite after end credit scenes I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
And it's said to be continued at the end. I'm wondering if it was for just the general, you know how like most anime will say that at the end, or if they were saying this after credit scene will be continued. And I'm not saying as a main part of the next episode or anything, but I wonder if they'll do several like after credit scenes that like if you watch like the three of them, you know, puts together for a story.
Yeah, I kind of hope they do. I liked it. I thought it was like a nice like after credits. I thought they did pretty well.
Yeah, I did too. I really enjoyed it. You got any other thoughts?
No, I still like the worker, or not the worker, the boss lady. I think she's just treating her as like a kid.
She really is.
She's like secret, like I'm glad she made a friend.
Yeah. Yeah. She is treating her like a kid, which to be fair, she kind of is.
Yeah.
Man, I every time the show, I just like have flashbacks to her eating bean sprouts with mayo. I'm just like, I hope her life is better. Because they haven't shown it. Because she technically got that little raise or whatever. So it's like, I can't tell if like her life is getting slightly better or if she's going home after paying a $120 bill for her friend eating bean sprouts and mayo.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the boss lady, but on the other hand, she's obviously exploiting minimal labor. She's like, why won't you hire more people?
Well, it also makes me be like, is the boss lady doing well?
What if, because Jahy's second in command, what if the boss lady is really the demon?
Ooh. That would be, actually, that would be really hilarious because they haven't shown us the Demon Lord, have they?
No.
I don't know how you'd play it off with the sister, but I mean, anime logic can always prevail, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a negative 0% chance of happening.
But still.
But, yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And I think it will be interesting to see if they ever do introduce the Demon Lord, which I have no idea. I could see them not until forever, basically. But all right. Well, leave your comments down below. What do you think? What do you think of the series so far? Do you have any predictions? And we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later.